All right, hey y'all, it's Miss Summers. This is a video to help y'all with your assignment today about ocean currents. So you should have a sheet that says Ocean Currents Investigation. You obviously are on your computer because I'm talking to you, and it would be helpful for you to have an extra tab open just to a regular Google page here. Okay, so in this particular activity, we want to know, does latitude affect water temperature? Is that the only thing? And how do ocean currents play into that? So our first part is looking at latitude and water temperature. Remember, latitude are these lines here. They go laterally or side to side. They include the equator and how far north or south you are of it. All right, so we're going to use our power of Google, and we're going to look up the latitudes of each of these places as well as their current water temperature. So you might be saying, well, how do I know how to find that? If you just go latitude Rio de Janeiro. This first number is latitude, all right? It's always either going to be north or south, and you do have to include that. You don't have to include every single one of these decimal points. I would just do maybe the first. So 22.9 degrees south. All right. Now I need to know my water temperature. All right. There is a website, sea temperature. Let me see what it is. All right. If you go to seatemperature.org, so I just typed in sea temperature. It's right here. You'll have this funny map, and it gives you an idea of how warm the water is everywhere. And we are going to go down, and you're going to have to search for each place. So Rio de Janeiro is in Brazil, so I go to Brazil. It's going to load eventually. Towns and cities, you'll go to a town and city. Rio is a pretty big city. You won't have any trouble finding it. It is right, and I lied. I can't find it. Nope, there it is. Rio de Janeiro. The water is 28.8 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the same number. It means the same thing. It's just Celsius or Fahrenheit. I don't care which one you pick as long as you're consistent. So let's do Fahrenheit just for the funsies of it. In Rio, the water is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so I'm going to continue to do that for all these places. I'll do this one for you. Actually, no, I'll do this one. I'll do San Juanico. So if I go back here, latitude San Juanico, Mexico. San Juanico is the only one, so that's 26.2 degrees north. San Juanico is the only one where you have trouble finding the water temperature. So instead of using this website, you'll just Google Scorpion Bay water temperature, and you will have to use one of the surfing websites. So if I look here under surf forecast, usually that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got it. Technology, that's fun. Today, Scorpion Bay, San Juanico sea temperature is also 73 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Whatever. All right, so once you have all this filled in, you will pair the above locations by latitude. So you'll look in this column, and you will see each one. So Rio de Janeiro will be on a similar latitude to one of these other ones. So you would put Rio and whatever it pairs with. San Juanico and whatever it pairs with. Perth, Australia, and whatever it pairs with. All right. Is latitude the only factor? Basically, is the water temperature the same at each latitude? All right. Once you've done that, you'll go to part 2. You will use this chart. I don't really need the internet anymore. You're going to use this chart. I'm going to zoom out on that. This chart to color the currents on the map on the back side of this page. So each current is numbered, cold, or warm? I would use 2 different colors, blue for cold, red for warm. That's just going to be easiest. And you should see a pattern. So, 1, the California current is cold. So I'm going to go to my map. I'm going to look for the number 1. There it is. Oh, look, there's California. And I'm going to color it blue. All right. You'll have to sort of flip back and forth to do this. Not a big deal. The Canary current is 2, and it's also cold. So I look for the Canaries. The Canary Islands are off the coast of Africa, if you wonder where that's come from. They're actually named after a dog breed, not the bird. And so on and so forth. Once you have all this colored, all right, so you will have red arrows and blue arrows and whatnot, you will use your map to identify the current that's influencing each of these locations. All right. So for example, Rio. Well, I know Rio de Janeiro is like right here. So you might have to look up like the geographic locations. Rio de Janeiro is right by this number 7 ocean current, which is the Brazil current. So you would write Brazil here. All right, each of these currents are fairly close to their respective locations. All right, after you've done that, you'll answer your questions. This will be turned in for a grade for accuracy, so please do your best. If you have any other questions, you can email me, but I do want you to try your best and turn in what you have at the end of class. And I will see all of you lovelies tomorrow.